trishandchrisstyle.com and trishandchrisonline.com. And today I want to talk to you about recognition. Is it important? And I'm going to say yes, it is really, really important. It led me to leaving my full-time profession as an accountant back in 2005 because of the lack of recognition. And I just want to share a bit of a story and how it came about, me leaving a full-time career or profession out of a very simple thing that happened, and it led to much bigger things. In other words, my values being compromised. And I, as an accountant, was in charge of an investment portfolio, which was really, really big. It was part of my role, part of my job as a corporate accountant. It was managing about $20 million. And part of that process was connecting with and building relationships with brokers in Sydney. And I had been doing that for quite a few years. So what happened I think it was middle of the year, actually it was the beginning of the year, the brokers in Sydney decided to put on a golf day, which was a function, and they invited all of their external clients to come along and enjoy the day. And just again, it was all about relationship building. Anyway, the invitation was sent to my boss, who was the financial controller, and he, in his own wisdom, decided to put the invitation in the bin, which was quite amazing. And I didn't really work this out until I got a phone call from the brokers to ask me about my RSVP and whether or not I was coming to this golf day. And I had to respond with, what golf day? And they said, well, we sent you an invitation quite some time ago and we were just wondering if you were coming. So knowing who my boss was and the nature of what he was like, I knew immediately that something had happened. He had either given that invitation to somebody else or he had thrown that invitation in the bin. So it was the first time that I ever really confronted my boss, and there was very good reason to do that. And this is the boss that I was working with, but also my business partner as well, Chris. And so she remembers this very well because it was just a huge turning point for me in my profession. And I went charging into his office, closed the door, and I asked him, where's my invitation? And I don't think he was expecting me to find out or to ask. And he was a bit shocked. He picked up his recycle bin where all his papers were and started rummaging through his box and was sort of stuttering and stammering, and then finally showed me the invitation that was, thrown away in the bin. So just a real shock for me. That determined my place within that organisation and the respect that organisation was showing to me. Then to compound that, they refused to then pay for my CPA membership, which is a subscription to a professional society of accountants. And it really, again, recognises your achievements and what you've done, and recognises your place within the organisation as well, because you bring so much value. Well, they decided to not pay that for a year when all other organisations pay the CPA membership for their accountants. So that was sort of the icing on the cake. Those two events happened, and I, within a very short period of time, handed in my notice of resignation, and I decided to leave without a job, and with the intent of then starting up my own business. So lack of recognition is just, I think, more common than we know, and I think it is one very big reason why people are leaving their jobs, or really unfulfilled or dissatisfied in their jobs. They're just sick of not being recognised for the work they do. And when you actually go out on your own, Chris and I have started our online business now. We've been running for 18 months in total. We've been doing affiliate marketing now for about 6 months. And last night, or yesterday, Chris and I got recognised for the sales that we've done within the community that we are belonging to, which is SFM DEA. It's just an amazing community where they provide training, tools, techniques, the guidance, a community, a support network for you to be able to set up your own online business and to be successful in it. And last night was just amazing. We actually were a panelist on a call with 250 other participants, and we got called out to, discuss some things about our journey. And it was all down to the success that we've had and the results that we've got with our business. So we were just so rapt. Like, I had never received that level of recognition when I was working full time, never. And to just have that level of recognition running your own business, online business, is just freaking amazing. I just was so impressed and so humbled by them calling us out to be able to recognize us on that call. So it just feels really, really good. And I think a lot of you out there must be feeling the way I felt when I was pushed really to leave my full-time profession. And it wasn't through financial rewards at that time. It was literally through lack of recognition for the work that I'd been doing. So that's my share today. Quite serious and, quite insightful, I think, if any of you guys are feeling that way, and whether or not, you should reconsider what you're doing, the job that you're doing, the position or the organization you're doing. I think recognition could be a big key to you not being fulfilled in your role. But there are other alternatives, other options for you to get that satisfaction and get that fulfillment. That's my share today. Trish from leadyourlifestyle.com, trishandchrisonline.com, and I'll check in with you again very soon. Bye for now.